Which of these was an alias used by Charles Dickens? What book was the Survey of England ordered by William the Conqueror? Which of these is not a fish? Which of these is an Indian dish that combines lentils with garlic and which of these is not one of Prince William's names? Which of these organizations has the most member countries? Which of these is a nickname for a boss or someone in an important position? Which of these films features the ABBA song Dancing Queen? In 1974, which form in a book, what name is given to a list that explains technical terms? In London, where would you find the Queen's Bench Division? Which Spanish football manager left Liverpool FC in 2010? What Mozart opera was inspired by the story of Don Juan? Which of these monarchs were not siblings? Which of these Agatha Christie characters has appeared in most novels? During which geological period did birds evolve? Cardigans are banned from what Scandinavian country? What word means a private run-through of a play before its public performance? The name hypothermia derives from Greek words for over what? until change in 2006 was the perfect score in gymnastics. In the famous misprinted Bible, what word was missing from the seventh commandment? Arthur Smith of Chris England's 1991 play is entitled The Meaning with Who. What does the S in UNESCO stand for? Someone who spectacularly fails to settle. Who played Danny in the original London production of the musical Grease? The Oxford bar where Ian Rankin's Spectribus drinks is in what city? What resting place for a bird shares its name with a freshwater? Ireland's Michelle Smith won 3 Olympic golds in what sport? Which actress said, "Well, what colour is the flesh of a ripe cantaloupe melon?" What American reptile loudly shakes its tail buttons as a... Which spoof DJ called Group Wings, band Beatles Blue Bean? What colour was the giant clock erected in Trafalgar Square in 2013? Which household cleaning device was invented by Melville Bissell in... What breed of dogs are on the cover of Bird? Where are you most likely to see a herbaceous border? How is the Queen related to Prince Michael of Kent? Omar Sharif rode a camel in... What rose and circle on brass causing what is known as a fairy ring? For 20 years and 314 days, who is Britain's longest serving Prime Minister? In Brazil, what nickname is given to a very brief pair of bikini bottoms? What New York concert hall is the 7th Avenue and 57th Street? Boudica led a revolt against Roman rule during the reign of which emperor? What was Velvet's surname in the book National Velvet? In rugby, a player sent Symbian spends how many minutes there? Sir Henry Cole is credited with the invention in the 1840s of what? Ben Mackenzie stars Ryan Atwood in which US TV teen drama? Which Irish county has won the most Gaelic football titles? What word for a limited number comes from Latin for how great part? In 1562, Elizabeth I contracted what disease? On the Kelvin scale, what is the approximate freezing point of water? Who was an 80s one-hit wonder with And Everything to Me? Supermodel Cindy Crawford has a trademark mole on what part of her face? Who played the absent fairy in the 2001 film Moulin Rouge? In France, what is the main ingredient of a salade de pissenlit? The name of which Kemperlement is said to come from an old name for France. Which Shakespeare play begins on a castle battlement with 2 workmen? Chianti wine is mainly made from which grape? Nina Conti is a famous performer in which branch of entertainment? The ileum part of the small intestine is mainly responsible for absorbing which vitamin? Which Greek soprano was played by Tyne Daly in West End play Masterclass? Oscar Wilde wrote, "One should never trust a woman who tells one how to what." what someone's